notice.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. On play action, it's Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Dobbs is throwing. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, it's Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bridgewater. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Bridgewater on first down. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Dobbs. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And out of bounds right around the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Tackles. Henry.
Now Dobbs. This one caught by Crowder. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Kill. That's it.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Dobbs. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, Bridgewater. Complete to Hilton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Bridgewater again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check safety, check safety. 6 guys.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18.
A gain of 16 yards.
Number 53, Mike 53. In your face.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. First possession. Of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch one.
Throwing on second and long. Dobbs. He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got it to Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now it's Miller. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater caught left side by Hilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Dobbs. And it's complete. Henry. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
At the 42-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Duncan. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah.